Good morning. I'm back on the Ozark Trail. When I came off the trail last time, I ended here. I had finished the Kurt River section, so that's where I'm picking up. Headed into the Blair Creek section and planning on going through it and about halfway through the Karkaghne section. Going to do 45 miles in 2 days. Really excited about that. It feels good to be back on trail. And I dropped my car at Sutton's Bluff campground last night and got a shuttle here. And Maverick drove over from Texas. He's hiking with me this weekend. He hiked with me on the Buffalo River Trail. So that's where we got all the ticks. So we're hoping no ticks and it's cold enough. As you can see, I'm bundled up. We got here last night. It was like 45 degrees and it dipped a little lower. So it was chilly this morning. But it's good. It's all good. And it's a beautiful day. So looking to getting started here. This trip, on the Buffalo River trip, but I think on the last one, my pack was pretty light. This one, it was just 2 days, so there were a couple things I threw in that were add a little weight to it because it was just 2 days, and I don't know. I just packed, I think, a little more food than I normally do, or heavy. It's not more, but heavier food. But what else did I can't remember. There was something else I threw in. So the pack came in at 19.8 for this trip. So I thought it wasn't over 20, so I should be happy with that. So we're going to get started here in a minute. I got up this morning, slept here at the trailhead, and stepped off to go to the bathroom and walked a couple hundred yards and looked right, and there was a park's bathroom. So felt lucky this morning. So if you come here to this section and you think you're going to start here, there is a bathroom here. Always good to know. And it is super clean. It is one of the cleanest bathrooms I've ever seen. So had to take advantage of that. I'm off. Had a great day today. Blue skies. Could not ask for better weather. Ended up doing 22.3 miles, and we'll have 22.3 again tomorrow. And looking forward to the trail. The trail has been pretty good. It looks really flat on the maps and everything, and it has been rolling and up and down, not too bad. And the water sources have been good, and so that's not been a problem. And I'm gonna eat my dinner and hit the hay. Good morning. Slept like a rock last night. Felt good, and gonna head out and pretty much have the same amount of mileage today as yesterday. Here's a funny story. I'm new to using all trails because this trail isn't on gut hooks, and to me, I thought the whole thing was pretty much downhill. But for some reason, on all trails, the elevation map, you read it from right to left, not left to right. So yesterday was pretty much all uphill. It worked, but I had to laugh really hard when I realized that I really didn't know how the app worked. And so I was pretty optimistic yesterday. I just kept thinking this is the most uphill downhill section I've ever done in my life, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't too steep. Lunchtime here on the trail, having my Uncrustable PB&J, which I didn't know. In the past, I've gotten some, I guess they were smaller and they were only like 220 calories, but I found these at Sam's Club and they have 320 calories. So good food. Got 11 miles in, so about 11 and a half to go, and that'll finish today's and this section of the hike. One thing, both of us thought that hunting season opened next weekend, but it seems like it actually opened this weekend. So it'll have to be the orange gear next time we're back. One other thing interesting to note is evidently the deer know it's deer season too, because we have not seen one single deer so far on this trip, which is pretty unusual. But I'd be hiding too if there were hunters out. Great day, great hike, and gonna head home now. Stay tuned after this little closing because I'm gonna add a little something to the end about a hiker hack that I had to use this time, and so might help you sometime, so stay tuned. Alrighty, here's my hiker hack. So I mentioned that I was wearing a new pair of shoes, and it was a brand I hadn't worn before. It was a Nike trail shoe, and the side of it started rubbing up on my ankle and on the bone of the outside of my ankle, and it was creating a bruise on that first day. So when I got up the next morning and I tried to put my shoe on and walk, it really hurt. So what I did is I cut off a piece of my sit pad, a square maybe like this big, and I put it in my shoe to create a lift so it would not rub on my ankle, and it worked like a charm. I did have to add another piece to it about halfway through the day because I'd flattened it out the first half, but it worked. So if you ever get in that situation and you're desperate, you can cut off a piece of your sit pad and lift your ankle bone up off that and keep on hiking. Happy trails, everyone.